life like mine, you get to experience so much joy, so many wonderful opportunities, and exceed so many expectations. Having opportunities to educate people, having people willing to listen to me, and being able to positively impact other people's lives is something that I am truly thankful for. I have an understanding of a different side of life, that being the medical world, which in turn has made me appreciate the simple things in life that are so often taken for granted. Now I know some may look at my life and say that I'm unlucky or feel sorry for me. But I look at my life and feel sorry for those who don't see it the way I do. It's a blessing worth every hardship that I've ever had to go through, because I know that when I go to sleep at night, that I am changing the way society views people with disabilities. And I'm a leader and advocate in this very big world that will one day be changed. I know my purpose in life. I know why I am here, and that is a gift far greater than anyone can ask for in a lifetime. My cerebral palsy was a birth injury, so it's the only thing I know. In the same way that most people know to get up and walk, I know to get up and walk with my walker. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, because to me, I'm not. This is just my normal. And people will sometimes ask me, Alexis, is it hard for you to walk with your walker? My response is, well, it's a whole lot easier with it than it is without it. I started walking with my walker at age 2, and it was then that I started to change some people's perceptions of people with disabilities. Imagine, if you will, a 2-foot tall child with an, at the time, bright blue frame around her. How often is that seen? Not very often, right? So the nature of humans, when they see something uncommon, is to stare. And just by having people look at me, I started to change their perceptions. Now anyone who was lucky enough to pass me on the street, or know me well enough to know my middle name, always mentioned my never-fading smile. Yes, I have what most people would think is a reason for me to feel bad or feel sad for myself, but I never saw a reason for me not to laugh and smile. I believe that you define your disability. Your disability doesn't define you. You have the power and ability to create whatever image of it that you want it to be. And it's all in the way you carry yourself, through the actions you show, and the words that you speak. It is for that reason that I embrace questions and smile at the stares. I love it when people ask questions about my walker, because that's my way of educating them and letting them know that having a disability is not a bad thing or something that we should be afraid of. I think sometimes we are conditioned to not ask questions, to not talk about a person's disability because it's bad, or that if we do, that means that's the only thing that we'll see in them. I don't believe that at all. We need to stop being so afraid of the word disabled. We need to stop treating it like it's a bad thing and that no one should talk about it. Because if we don't, how else are we going to make change? I also think a lot of limits are placed on people with disabilities. Some unknowingly, mainly by the preconceived notions that people have, that if you have a certain condition, then you must act this way, or you must not be able to do this. I call that disability mold, and I have not conformed to that at all. Growing up, I never saw a reason for me to be treated any differently than anyone without a disability, therefore creating equality for myself. I always did everything everyone else did without ever giving my walker a thought. Or maybe I did, I just didn't care. I tried out and made the cheerleading team. I did horseback riding and went surfing. I auditioned for parts in plays not written for people in walkers. I went out into the world unashamed of who I am, with the intention to let the world know that no matter your circumstance, you have the ability to create the life that you want. Now, there are many ways that I've chosen to live my life that people in the disability world might not agree with. One being the fact that I don't wear AFOs. Some of you may know what they are, but for those who don't, AFOs are braces that go on your legs. And I wear heels sometimes. Apparently there is some unwritten rule somewhere that if you have some issues walking, you probably shouldn't wear heels. That still hasn't registered with me yet. And if you had something holding you up as you walked, bet you'd walk in heels too. Well, I may walk slightly more appropriately in AFOs. I've never felt comfortable or confident in them. And when pain interferes with quality of life and confidence is taken away, they really are no help at all. Now, most people would just agree with the experts and go on about their lives, but not me. And that's not to say that I'm not respectful of their opinions or that I never listen. It just means that I have learned that I have the power to say no in my life and live in whichever way works best for me at the time, no matter what anyone else says. In this life, sometimes I think people get so caught up in living the life that other people want for them, the one that society views for us, that we forget that we are in control of our own lives. It is okay to say no in your life and to stand up for what you believe in order to make the life that you want. Let me tell you, people will tell you that you can't, that you won't, that you will never be able to accomplish your dreams. They will label you and place limits on you based off of what you were given and how they think you should live. It is up to you to defy them. It is up to you to say, okay, this is the life that I've been given, and this is what society says I should be. But if I don't want to live that way, I don't have to. That I am not going to be just another person. I've proven that time and time again in my life, and I'm here to share with others that it can be the same for you. Rely on your own sense of self to know how far you can go and what you are capable of. Know that just because you were given a certain circumstance with a predicted outcome, that does not mean that that's how it has to be. Because your life starts with you, and you have the ability to make it anything that you want it to be. All right, thank you guys.